Okay, so we talked about corporate social responsibility, and we saw this figure here from lesson 1. And again, corporate social responsibility is kind of a relatively new concept, but it's been around. The general premise has been around for a long time, but it's really kind of taken off in the last probably 10 years that companies have a greater responsibility to society as a whole. And I think it's proven that companies that behave in a corporate socially responsible manner tend to do better on their bottom line. Okay, now here's a different model of a corporate social responsibility, and you can Google it and you can find hundreds of different models. But you can see in the blue over to the right hand side that corporate social responsibility does not have to hurt the bottom line. Instead, it can enhance it. That's what we were talking about previously. Companies that do well in society, that in the society that they operate in, will tend to be able to weather ups and downs, normal business cycles, much better than companies that are just worried about the bottom line and nothing else. And you see down there at the bottom the fundamentals: compliance, responsible care, respect for employee individuality, and corporate citizenship. So corporate citizenship is that how does a company interact with the society, the local community, and things like that? And do they do their business for the greater good and not just the bottom line? Okay, so how do we define if a company is socially responsible? You can see down there, there's quite a few websites that do studies and come out with annual polls. But I think one of them, I think a lot of us, common sense would allow us to view that, and you can get a feel just by walking into a company, and you can tell if they're socially responsible. Okay, and that, the amount of transparency, accountability, but I think a lot of it, you just see how the employees act, you feel that there's a better culture in that business. Okay, and you can see down there, there's a few examples. A lot of times Walmart gets a bad rap for not being socially responsible, but they do a lot of initiatives to try to help the community. And then the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they do millions and millions of dollars every year to help around the world. Okay, and then the last one I want you to think about is the Coors responsible drinking ads. So would you consider that socially responsible? So I'm not going to answer that. I just want you to think about that. And you've probably had other commercials and other company initiatives that maybe you question weren't really designed to be socially responsible, but maybe they were just succumbing to the pressures of the community or society as a whole. And if if a company is doing that, those initiatives, they're probably going to come across as not very, they don't really mean it, and so and they don't have the right intentions, and that may backfire on them.